and it was a TikTok I saw a couple days ago that summarized what to me feels like the most egregious one, which is if you move too far from your enemies, you regain armor at half speed. It was a change that people didn't like because, for example, if you're supposed to be far ahead of your teammates or far behind, like for example, if you're a sniper, you weren't able to get or gain armor. It was just punishing you for not picking certain classes. Wait, is this? No, that's a launch trailer. That's a post-launch overview. Okay, so we'll skim through this article because this shit looks long as a bitch. Unless, okay, no. It's just an infinite scroll page. All right, like I said, we'll always skip the first article. What's the writer of this? Because I'm not gonna say that. Oh, Mr. Hoare didn't think anybody would arrive this year that would challenge Helldivers 2's crown. I did as well, but then Sony fucked it over as the best new cooperative game of 2024. If that's a category at the Video Game Awards, Space Marines is definitely gonna win it. One second, y'all. Somebody's using a microwave. I should be good, but let me pause and refresh to make sure. All right, I had to pause for a second because someone started using a microwave. The last thing I remember is saying, I think I was in the middle of the sentence, Space Marines 2, if there's a category at the Video Game Awards for the best co-op game, Space Marines 2, hands down, is gonna win it. Excuse me. However, the Emperor had other plans, blah, blah, blah. This is just them doing more tag stuff and describing a scenario in case you don't know. With win rates increasing and some players complaining that the operations mode had become too easy, the aim of the 4.0 patch was to make things a bit more challenging once again. However, Saber went about this by simply upping the number of enemies in operations, an increase that was applied across all difficulty levels. As a result, lower difficulties became too hard and hectic. I haven't played that mode because I haven't finished the Space Marine story because that damn Bats mission. I got past it essentially off stream because I did do it on stream. It's just the simple fact that lower that out. It's just the simple fact that that day when I was streaming, my internet was fucking up, so the record of me doing it is cut up on my channel and basically doesn't exist because I all my previews, all the VODs are private because it's like 16 VODs that are like 2 minutes, 10 minutes, like various times like that. So I was like, it's no point to put them out because I'm not gonna edit them and make them all one big ass VOD. But still, point is, I didn't play Operations because I didn't want to touch the horde mode type situation until I finished beating the story like they recommended. Who's texting me? I'm gonna block that nigga. Anyway, like I was saying, I want to finish the story mode, and the thing that was holding me back was that damn bat mission because I would have been beat it because I heard the story mode was only like 10 to 15 hours or something like that. Actually, let's look it up. Space Marines 2, so I don't have to type it. Search Space Marines 2. Probably popped up, but around 10 hours, yeah, so it's no longer the Astrobot. Anyway, your feedback made it clear that the game had become more intense and stressful on lower difficulties, and this was never our intention, says the game director Big DG. As I've personally emphasized in interviews, Space Marines 2 is all about the power fantasy, and patch 4.0 negatively impacted it for many of you. They're doing better than Helldivers in terms of community, listening to community feedback, because Helldivers, niggas was screaming into a void for like 4 or 5 months. Niggas screamed into a void for 2 weeks and this shit got changed. Maybe even less than that and this shit got changed. As a result, spawn rates in minimal, average, and substantial difficulty modes will be reverted back to their pre-4.0 levels, while ruthless difficulty spawns will also be decreasing slightly. Wait, hold up. Let me open up my damn buttons. Cause this one, even if I gotta wait a second, fuck it, I'll wait a second. We need to hear the clap. We need to hear the claps. Now my whole shit just froze and it'll load in a second at some random point in time. But when it loads, it'll definitely load. Also, let me open hardware monitor while I'm at it. Okay, cool. Now, to further help those playing on Ruthless, player armor is increasing by 10% to make you toucher, which again partly rolls back a nerf that arrived last week. As for the brand new lethal difficulty, the type formation mechanic is getting completely removed, which this is the mechanic I was talking about, where if you stray too far from your team, you start taking penalties and you start losing a bit of health and whatnot. That's the mechanic I was talking about. But yeah. Wait, why is my shit at 74? What the fuck? Whatever. Anyway, DG explained that this was an experimental first attempt at introducing gameplay modifiers, something that Saber wants to bring in over time, but he admits that the proximity requirements felt too restrictive. As well as these difficulty tweaks, solo players are also more of a helping hand, as bot teammates will now deal 30% more damage to bosses and operations. I wish I had my clap it up button, man. I really got to figure out what the fuck is going on wrong with that damn software. Made for great incidental timing. Anyway, they will now deal 30% more damage. All bolt weapons are also getting damage increases ranging from 10 to 20%. It drops tomorrow. This patch drops tomorrow, and I could check out the full patch notes there. And what else? Aside from the actual changes, this comment from Big DGs on these patch notes stood out to him. The key takeaway for me personally is that I forgot once the game comes out, it's no longer a dev's games. It's yours first and foremost. Hey, look, can I clap it up again? It's a lot of developers that fucking forget this. They release the game and then they clutch it to their chest and say it's our game, our game, our game. We could do what we want to do with our game. When it's like, you can, but that don't mean the people who play a game are necessarily gonna like it. Whether it's a change that makes sense or not, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. While Space Marine 2's recent issues are on a much smaller scale, okay, yeah, this is just more tag stuffing. I overall agree. I love to see it. Again, clap it up for them boys over there at Saber Interactive, because their community shouted loud as hell, we don't like this, and they actually listened and they spun back and fixed that shit. That's basically, in terms of like developing games and stuff like that, they basically did it the same day. We always love to see that. And because I missed a couple clap it ups, let's clap it up as I finish wrap up talking about them and talk about a fucking studio that's worthy of a big boo. That's gonna load in a second. But the day before, a studio simultaneously scraps failed Kickstarter and announces yet another game instead. Hold on, we can't have any good music playing during this. Let me play that again. Let me run that back. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button, damn it. Whatever. This is exactly what many of you been waiting for. Who the fuck is many of you? Niggas is still waiting for you to release the day before. What are we waiting on? The day before developer, fantastic fucking failure, floptastic, has called it a day on the Kickstarter. Let me repeat that. The day before developer, Floptastic, has called it a day on the Kickstarter. This Kickstarter lasted 24 hours and they pulled the plug. And I think that's what I'm getting. It hoped would secure funding for Escape Factory so they could scam us yet again. Well, actually, not us, because I never put money behind that game. A physics-based multiplayer co-op escape game. In a post shared on Xitter, they said that the studio had not generated enough interest. That means we don't have enough of you that are stupid enough to fall for this shit again, that are willing to give us money, and it was unlikely to reach the goal set out because we know that you got finessed the first time, and we thought maybe we could score another scam off on you, but looks like y'all caught up to our games. We could probably not. These developers legit, like real talk. I'm not even trying to be funny. They could probably never put a game on Steam again. They're probably permanently banned off of being able to put games on Steam. Which I'm not gonna lie. If I gotta be honest, I'm gonna really say that's fucking impressive. Because if you've seen that side of Steam where they got like a lot of racist games, a lot of pedophile games, a lot of all types of crazy stuff. And like the games that's up there and the games that they've accepted on the platform, you'll be surprised at how hard it would be for Steam to go out their way to take your fucking game down. Cut this shit off. And a post share, but don't go thinking the developer is actually going to call it a day. Rather, and then I don't know if it lasted a day or not. I think that just may be how this developer is phrasing. They shut this shit off. Rather than announcing the end of one game, it has also announced the start of another goddamn scam, an action horror prop hunt game it calls Items. Damn, y'all not even trying to put no effort into your finesse. Fuck you mean your game is called Items? That's a shitty name. Close, we don't care. Wait, what? Is this a different article? Oh, actually, I don't need to read the rest of this article. Let's read their statement. Let's get the words directly out their mouth. Is this shit even running? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Open image in new tab. Yeah, look at the first comment. Can y'all see it? No. Look at the first comment when you pull this shit up. Are you fucking mad? If any people give these guys any money, then they live in the same universe as unicorns. Nobody's getting fooled by your ass twice. All right. Now, the first thing they said is we have received many requests. Right off the rip, if you didn't know these niggas was liars, that would be able to tell you. Because after you finessed everybody that paid for your game in the gaming community, your game was so damn bad, not even a Rad Brad could finish it. And that nigga will finish literally any game he puts his hands on. They said we have received requests, period. For them saying we received requests for a game and haven't not being in the same sentence is fucking crazy. But anyway, okay, I'm hearing the same instrument as I always hear all the time. There we go. I pressed random. Anyway, excuse me. They're saying that I'm gonna read this in my PR guy voice. We've received many requests for a prop hunt game. Please also see previous message with a poll. And after wait, hold up. Let's see it. Let's see. If anybody was stupid enough to vote on this, items. Okay, they're making a whole new page. They're starting off with a rebrand. Hi everyone. We're getting a lot of inquiry. Wait, nope. Open image in new tab. Okay, that's original. That's something different. Why did I forget to open all these damn tabs? Anyway. Hi everyone. We want you to believe we're getting a lot of inquiries about the new prop hunt game, lazily named Items. To further explore this idea, we recently conducted a survey to gauge the level of interest. We are happy to report that over 1,303 people expressed their support and enthusiasm for creating a new prop hunt game. Given this incredible response, we are carefully considering further development. Our goal is to reach as many of you stupid goofy motherfucker. I mean, as many of our fans as we possibly can. The survey is still open, by the way. Stay tuned for updates and thank you for your continued support. Floptastic team. If we started a cake hunt where you could give us money to lie and say we're developing this bullshit, I mean, to totally 100% truthfully develop this Prop 1 game, would you support it? 87.3% of the people that voted said yes. I definitely would support that shit. An unknown percentage said maybe, and only 7.8 of the 1,000 suckers, I mean 1,000 fans that we surveyed said no. I'm not gonna lie, I'd never support that shit, gang. I wonder how much of this shit I genuinely believe my words are screwing up. I genuinely want to know how much of this do they really, truly, truthfully believe that we believe this shit. Like, what the fuck is... I just got an idea. Let me see if I can zoom in and move it over. Nope, that does not help. Anyway, let's go back to Ray. It's good this demonic ass beat came up. And after careful analysis and discussion with the team, we've decided that our Escape Factory project has not generated enough money from you dipshits. I mean, generated enough interest from you suckers. Our campaign on Kickstarter is unlikely to reach our goal of SGD 20,000. With this in mind, we have decided to temporarily suspend work because we couldn't get enough of you dipshits. I mean, suspend our work on Escape Factory and postpone it until a more appropriate time after we think you forgot when we change the name of our studio yet another time. As part of this decision, our Kickstarter campaign has also been canceled and no funds have ever been collected. Footnote: Escape Factory operated under Kickstarter's all or nothing funding model, which means if the project didn't reach its funding goal, no funds are collected from backers because they already wasn't playing with our ass after the first piece of bullshit scam we pulled. However, your wishes are very important to us. Well, if it was, then we wish we could get the fucking game we seen in the trailers. That's what niggas wish for. Your wishes don't mean, nigga, you think you Shimron or something? Fuck out of here. However, your wishes are very important to us, and we are happy to announce the start of development on a new action horror Prop 1 game called Items. This is exactly what many of you suckers have been waiting for. What, like, do these niggas think it's 2014 and niggas is still playing Prop Hunt? Like, real shit, people is playing Fortnite. No, like, bro, the average gamer right now does not know what Gmod is. And if they do, it's that game from 2013 that used to be in the background of all those videos of like YouTubers talking, like them Leafy's hair head ass niggas that would be just doing the talking head videos. And not necessarily in terms of like the cringe ones, just everybody who had a fucking commentary channel back then that would use Call of Duty footage to talk, they would use shit like Prop Hunt. Or like a Markiplier or Jacksepticeye, somebody with that type of following. Every once in a while they would post a video, but like with Prop Hunt. But it's like, bro, who do you think you're fooling? We did not ask for this, gang. Collectively, gaming as a whole, we did not ask for this. This is not what we wanted, bro. Stop lying. Anyway, once we have a fully playable demo, we may launch a new starter campaign, which is corporate speak for we're 100% going to make a great vertical slice to finesse you into giving us money on this game once again. Wait, let me make sure this beat loops this whole fucking conversation. Or we'll explore other options for release. to catch some suckers. It's important to us that our players get the chance to play and test the game in advance so they could give us good PR so we could get some more marks. Ignore that. That was me reading the wrong script. What I meant to say was, since the development of items will require significant resources, nigga, it don't take significant resources to make a Gmod mod. Who the fuck you lying to? Anyway, we have decided to release mobile games in parallel to milk you motherfucker. Oh, wrong script again. In parallel to support the process. All funds generated from these apps will go directly into development. So we're gonna release a shitty game to give us money to develop a demo to finesse you into paying for another shitty game. We believe this will help us create the game of your dreams. Join our Discord to harass us and follow the development that's not happening. This message is a part of our new transparency policy. Yeah, y'all niggas need to make the company fully transparent when you dissolve that bitch like salt in water. Fuck out of my face, lying ass bitches. Nobody's playing the game, and every time y'all change the name of the studio, we're gonna be watching over you like a hawk. And the only way you will get back in the good faith of gamers is if you just dissolve the company and never make a game again. Okay? You're not making it back out of this one, bud. Anyway, let's turn on a more positive instrumental, because Ubisoft, whatever the fuck, confirms a new Rayman project is currently in the exploration phase following reports of a remake. Now, the thing about this, and why even though this is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but like take a shot on this one and take it on the hop if it's not real. Anyway, take it on the hop if it's not real, is because whenever Ubisoft does develop a game that isn't Assassin's Creed, it's 100% of the time a game that has a very strong previously existing long track record having franchise connected to it. So for example, with Outlaws, they had Star Wars attached to it. With Shadows, Assassin's Creed, X Defiant, literally every game they've made that they're never going to make a sequel for. Like for example, Watch Dogs, DedSec, in whatever the Splinter Cells or whatever the fuck the Sam Fisher was part of, that. So that's the only time they actually give games a chance to be developed and to come into existence. So the fact that they're using that it's about Rayman, that gives me like actual leeway to this rumor and think there might be a chance that this is true. Word that a Rayman remake is in development first surfaced via IG, Insider Gaming, which claimed the game, reportedly codenamed Project Steamboat, was, quote, being pieced together by a team that included around a dozen members of the team that made an amazing game that they dissolved because the shit sold like dirt. And I was seeing a tweet that went viral about it from Wario64 that I think I put in here somewhere, where it was talking about how the team got dissolved because basically the game didn't make enough money. And like I was saying on stream yesterday, part of the reason why it was sad to see that game die was because that game was essentially sitting there getting killed, yelling, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. The reason, a big part of why that game failed is because most people who are fans of Prince of Persia wanted a new Sands of Time, like a Sands of Time 4, or a new just like a remake or a new entry in that franchise is what I'm trying to say. We people who are fans of Sands of Time and whatnot, we didn't get that. We got something entirely different. Now, was that something entirely different and bad? Hell no. Prince of Persia was a really good game. It was really cool. It was really fun. They implemented a lot of cool ideas. I wouldn't say unique necessarily, but they implemented a lot of cool ideas in the game that really affected the gameplay positively. And I think it was legitimately a cool game that's different from everything else we've been seeing. but it sold like ass because the Prince of Persia fans did not want that. The hardcore gaming community wanted that, but the average Prince of Persia fan did not want that. They want a Sands of Time 4 or a remix / re-release of the old games on modern consoles in HD. Sad to see, man. Gotta understand the market that you're playing in. And then on top of that, there was like a whole DEI initiative, like a hate campaign behind that game. And then on top of that, they released it alongside another game that cannibalized it. It's a whole lot of stuff. You can go watch my other video on it. It's definitely up by the time you're seeing this VOD. More controversially, the site reported that Rayman creator Michael Ansel is also working as a consultant. Ansel left Ubisoft in 2020 after 30 years with the company, allegedly following an investigation into employee complaints accusing him of toxic leadership. Oof. So this nigga was toxic and he stepped down because of toxic leadership, and y'all let him walk back in? It was claimed, so nothing was proven, but still. With his behavior said to have been so bad, additional managers were called in to act as intermediaries. Wow. So they had to get arbitrators basically to fucking come in and make sure he didn't curse his team out or whatever, or say anything weird to them like what he's being accused of. He publicly dismissed the report as fake news, but Insider Gaming claims his recent involvement as a consultant on the new Rayman project has cast a less than popular light on his development. Yeah, if he was doing fuck shit, then yeah, I would hope so, and raise some concerns among the team members. What I can say is, playing the older Rayman games, they were good. They were all good games. They were all games that were like decent at least. So in terms of the quality of the game, him being there, in terms of the quality of the game, I don't worry about that. What I more so worry about is the quality of the mental health of the people that he's working on the game alongside, because like they're saying here, they said they had to get people to sit down and basically talk for each side. Like they had to get a person to talk for the developers and to him, like somebody for his side, to basically be a middleman in the process. That's scary, man. That's not a normal process. That's not something that usually happens. They contacted Ubisoft for clarity on the situation and received the following response from the spokesperson. We are pleased to confirm Ubisoft Multiplayer and Ubisoft Milan have recently started an exploration phase on the Rayman brand. The project is still in its super early stages, and we will share more details later. But as creator of the Rayman brand, Michael Ansel is being just consulted to ensure consistency within the universe. Rayman doesn't have a crazy story. What the fuck consistency are you worried about fucking up? As long as the game is good, what consistency, my nigga? Regardless of the reason for his involvement, it's unsurprising Ubisoft's hiring decision has reportedly unnerved employees given the reasons behind his exit in 2020. The Corbin Blue 19 year came amid a dramatic reckoning for the company, one that followed a wave of serious allegations from staff. We're familiar with that. Word of a new Rayman project as Ubisoft follows confirmation. The team behind this year, okay. And while some of its members are now said to be working on Rayman, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I didn't realize that was the last paragraph. Anyway, this could be hopeful. This could be hopeful because Rayman, to me at least, is a very slept on, undervalued franchise that Ubisoft has spent a long time just leaving it in the dust. And let's see when the last Rayman game came out. Go to goggle.com. Rayman, it was probably that damn mobile game. 95, blah blah blah. 2013 Rayman Legends, that was the last one. And spin-offs, Rabbids, no, that's something different. Yeah, so the last game that came out was 2013, so it's been 9 years since the last Rayman game came out. And Mario plus Rabbids, no, that's not a Rayman game. That is a game that features Rabbids. The fuck is you talking about? Anyway, Rayman, I just realized I said it Rayman like the last 10 times. Anyway, could be hopeful, could be promising. We'll just have to have to go along with it and see